Nefer's reputation once again. But we still know nothing about how Flins is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on.
They left the body there, though? Like, come on. Triple dot.
Something the matter?
There's a strange light by the window. Oh, it was the window?
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
What?
Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
Now that's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did? Surely that can't be accomplished through elemental power alone. I mean, I don't know, I've seen other people do similar. Like, you've seen this with elemental power before. Of this nature, anyway.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited, after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flins' lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said that the crime scene investigation is already complete. I want to look around. There should no longer be a need to keep this place exactly as is.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
However, despite a very thorough search, few new clues emerge.
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating.
Is that all? We've really tried every angle, found every clue. Paimon, look at the flashing light on his arm.
You mean this?
You mean no one thought to check the flashing light on his arm? Like, oh, we can't find any clues apart from this flashing light on his arm. But that's surely nothing. Like, wait a minute, there's a flashing light! Like, that should be the first thing you notice. Because it's flashing.
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that...
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine.
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
If something needed maintenance, you'd go register it with the Nasha Town's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
No.
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
What? You leave the room without any trouble and start heading toward the residence of... Was it Hinter? I think it was Hinter. Right, what you got for me? Where are you taking me? There's a challenge there, but not exactly what I need, because I only need down there. Oh, there's a chest nearby. Where could the chest be? Could the chest be? It's a cabbage. Oh, there it is.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
I probably would have completely missed it if it wasn't for that robot box thing. Like, cheers, guys. You helped out.
Oh, it's you two. And Flins. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Why are you checking your vinyl record collection? That seems most strange.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
Oh, it's fine.
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
Well, so do I. Otherwise, what do we do?
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right?
Yeah, as long as the shell looks correct.
Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
Yeah, it does raise the question, like, why the cannon then? Why the cannon? That means the only thing he did as Susi was fire the cannon. To what end? And it's that case of like, should we shut down the cannon now? I think we should. We should like investigate it and see what's going on with it first.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the wild hunt, and it works as intended.
Yeah, which to me is like, that's the opposite of what he would want, so... He's clearly rigged it to bring about more of the wild hunt, somehow, some way, so... What?
But how would that help Rerir exactly?
Yeah.
Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within wild hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy, too.
We've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate.
Yeah, probably best to get some rest, get some sleep, fresh eyes, and all that type of thing.
We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Don't you want to rest with us? Your residence is quite far away.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Wouldn't that be suspicious? Anyone investigating you'd be like, wait, why did that happen? Be like, well, yeah, I mean, we're not hiding him.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rerir seems fixated on you, and you on him.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Don't you twist your words and play games with me!
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist, as evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the Canon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? Paimon's super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a Fae.
Ah, don't worry, I won't say a thing, mate.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
So he's a Fae.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Was that the door opening? Not sure. Let's speak to him and then maybe see if there's any anecdotes, maybe?
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night, both of you.
Yes. Good night. Any anecdotes? Doesn't seem like it. Very well. Let's go get some rest. Good night. What was that? Just bleep.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
I mean, all I heard was bleep. So. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Hey! Where's Flins? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flins is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Something's fishy about this. I doubt it's because of anything we did. So either someone's watching us or rare.
Well, what do you mean?
They clearly know something. Why else would they be talking about a wild hunt shapeshifter? It's like... It's gotta be Rarea's handiwork, just from that aspect of... Maybe he wants the suspicion now? He wants the panic?
Ugh, this is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Let's go buy some time.
Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face. Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
Compensation.
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Seems like he had a lot of food here.
No sign of Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Compensation! Damn, what the? After teaching the group a harsh lesson. Lesson. We left.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
That's a point. Does that say that on here? Oh, it does as well. After teaching the group a horse. And now I've got horse. After teaching the group a harsh lesson, Nefer finally lets them go. You leave the area as well. I got there.
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flins and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flints's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this? And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure. Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck. Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Okay. Go to the Curatorium of Secrets to inform your companions, but... Oh. Can I just like that? You introduced the anecdotes, now I'm expecting them constantly, and it's like, oh. Because they're really interesting, these anecdotes. I want more of them. It's like, oh, a little extra side scene. Feels weird being up here, though. What down are we going? Can I get through that little hole there? I can. Not that I needed to, you know, but... Would have been better to go from a different place. I mean, I know where the Curatorium of Secrets is, so...
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a Wild Hunt anomaly.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again? Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rerir now. In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So, was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of Wild Hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again? Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Flint's mentioned that if the cannon were fired at the Wild Hunt, the fragments would be blasted into oblivion as well.
Yeah, I'm I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the Wild Hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
The fragments, the cannon, Kuvaki, were rare in the abyss. Must be some thread linking all these factors together. The moon! Besides, getting revenge on Flins truly Rere's sole aim. We're missing some decisive connection here, but we're running out of time.
There are 3 Wild Hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case, I'd like to investigate something on the Lightkeeper's end one more time.
Works for me. And Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
If you run into Rere, do not engage. Repeat, do not engage! He's grown much stronger since our last encounter.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flins dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
We're gonna have a word with Flins. Just wanna have a look at more of the items in here, like the kitty thing, the play area. What would you call that? It's like, I want to say kitty tree, but the cat tree, but it's like it's more than just a tree, isn't it? Definitely more. Okay, right. So, ooh, we're going all the way up there now. Okay. I am tempted to get that now, because I need to get the waypoints and stuff, so it's like, okay, we may accidentally start a quest. Hopefully we do not. Hopefully. There's like something going on, but... Hey, do you mind?
Strike a pop!
That dude just ran past me completely.
I swear, it's for medical research.
Mission over.
Mission over. Mission failed, more like, mate. Mission mailed. Right, can I approach this from the opposite direction? What happens to people who go sneaking about where they shouldn't? I guess I'm finding out right about now. Look, it's all a bit new to me. I'm still learning the ropes. How about you give me another chance? Give me one more chance, I promise you. You won't catch me next time. Did you take a knock on the head? We're not letting a single one of you thieving rats escape. Listen, the girl's probably run off with everything by now. Do you really have time to be standing about arguing with the likes of me? There's no need for you to worry about her. You're coming with us. Can I interact with this and just ignore them? No.
Shower me with Calm down.
Calm down. Interact. Like, get that and go. Like, it's like I want to fast travel, but it's like I can't at that point, can I? No. Like, at least I got the map. That's like a moon shape over there. Right, go, run! Yes, yeah, worship statue. Offer that one. Go, run. Was that it? Did that even count as a quest? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we'll head up the beach. Seems like a good idea to me. Also, I haven't explained, like, the, Sarah proposal yet, have I? It's basically on the Sunday that's just gone for me. Me and Sarah just, like, went off to have a little, dinner, a lunch, while we were, enjoying our time together. But we decided to have it on a, steam train. So we were there in the carriage sort of thing. This seems like a mound of something icky. Like, ooh. Ooh, maybe there's something below it then that we need to get. I mean, clearly there is, but... Ah, there we go. I expected it to be up, but no. Anyway. But yeah, like we're on a steam train. Like, it was all lovely. Now, as I've mentioned before elsewhere in several videos in different places, like me and Sierra are pretty much at the point where it's like, we're kind of already engaged anyway, but it would not made it official. We wanted to do it at someplace nice. And we were just talking about, like, the idea of, like, hey, we could go after this and look at rings, get an idea of what we want to do there. Like, you know, all engagement type thing. And then Sarah's just, like, in the right mood. Because it's like, we're there on a steam train. We'd stopped on the steam train over a lovely reservoir, so we're on like an aqueduct kind of thing, a viaduct it might be, because it's not transporting water, so yeah, viaduct would be more appropriate. So anyway, we're up there on a viaduct, across a reservoir, and the mood just hit Sarah right here. She was like, hey, do you want to get married? And I'm like, what? Because my first instinct was the jokey response of, ew, no. It's like, emotions, don't want to do that. And then I was like, there, just like, wait, are you serious? She was like, yeah.
Bring it.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course I want to get married. And then to make it fair, I asked her back, of course. Because, you know, I can't let it all be just to her, so I asked her, and then she said yes, of course. So it's like, yeah, kind of a very romantic thing when you actually think about it. Like, it's just a... there on a steam train, over a reservoir, on a viaduct, eating lunch. Sunday lunch. And we just proposed to each other, essentially. Like, oh, isn't it nice? Like, generally, that's both our responses to it. It's like, it's sickeningly cute and romantic. It's horrible. But we're so alike in that response. But it's like, yeah, we had to tell the family. Again, it's like they're more sort of overjoyed than we are. Oddly enough. It's like, oh great, yay. Horrible. Emotions and stuff. Emotions and stuff. Oh, hello. It's a ghostly figure. Oh. We disappeared. I'm liking the music here. That's very nice. That is very nice. Oh, we want to be over here.
Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Yeah, this might take about 20 minutes.
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rereer, we need to dive into Nod-Krai's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ah! Ghost!
Oh, that's solved the issue, hasn't it? What's the matter?
That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flins? Do these things just gotta happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that!
I don't sense anything.
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
It's a question of who's actually helping us then.
Hey! Another file's moving!
With a similar title, too. You can read it from there? That took me by surprise. My voice went quite high.
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
But by who?
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
It's eventually just going to be all of them anyway. Be like, well, what was the point? We just started from left to right.
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Pretty much the same here.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Alright. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. But why?
Ah. Get rid of the stone. Was Rere actively clearing these sites?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
If the Wild Hunt's power had already been neutralized, why would another large-scale Wild Hunt occur soon after?
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a tide seal stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order.
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
The cannon! Wild Hunt was suppressed by Kuvaki. It was not suppressed by Kuvaki. Instead, it became stronger. And Rere wants to use Aino's cannon, the ammo of which is also made using Kuvaki. Could it be? He can use Kuvaki?
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rere be strong enough, The Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
Abyss always seeks to corrupt.
What are you referring to?
The cannon.
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
So Rerir also grew stronger on account of the cannon being fired.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kuvaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
That's still a mystery. Voice from somewhere, knocking. That's not a voice, that's a knocking. It should be knocking from somewhere before they have a voice.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look. Ah, it's an ibis.
I think we've met this one before.
It's carrying a letter! Oh, Lauma must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
I knew we should have disarmed it, turned it off, investigated it, something.
It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
A complete sinner.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
We'll just have to trust them.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
Go, girl. Go, girl. That's a reference.